Thank you for tuning in to Tanaka TV, the best and future biggest fight channel on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like, that comment, that subscribe button. We're trying to get this channel to over 2K people by the end of the year, and we cannot do that without your support. So thank you for those who support this channel, and thank you for those who will support this channel in the future. I truly appreciate it. Now, as we all know, Belal Muhammad just beat Leon Edwards over the past weekend for that welterweight title. And I'm going to be honest, maybe it wasn't the most, flashy win of all time, but it was a pretty dominant performance from Belal Muhammad. And so you can't really take away the fact he got, 10 plus takedowns on Leon Edwards, which is absolutely insane. You can say what you want about it being a boring fight, about it, it not living up to a very hype factor when it comes to like the entertainment side of things, but it was a dominant performance. The question comes up, what's next for Belal Muhammad? And is it surprising, people? Is it surprising that Colby Covington has made himself known? I don't think so. I don't think so. I knew it was coming, because when these sort of things come up, I think after every time there's a welterweight bout that doesn't involve, even if it involves Colby Covington, he has something to say. I mean, and good on him. I'm not here to say whether he deserves it or not, even though he may not deserve it. If we're coming to talk about who deserves the welterweight bout next against Belal Muhammad, it's not Colby Covington. It's just not. But when it comes to marketing and his ability to put himself in the limelight for being considered for the next welterweight title option, he does a pretty damn good job at that. So these two have been kind of going back and forth on Twitter a little bit. Now, this is what Colby Covington said to Belal Muhammad. He said, Belal is a F star ing star C. If I cross paths with him, he won't be champion anymore. I'd love to fight him. I hope that fight happens. I'll do whatever it takes to get that. He's obviously on the right steroids right now. He had a one-night lightning in a bottle type of performance. I think I'll be fighting Shavkat for that belt before the end of the year. So he's kind of calling out Belal Muhammad and kind of calling out Shavkat in the same breath. But this was Belal Muhammad's response. He said, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. 0-3, buddy. He didn't say buddy. I added in that buddy. I just thought it'd be funnier. But yeah, he's 0-3. Does Colby Covington deserve a title shot over the others in that division? We're going to go and look at the welterweight division and see who else would even be in the talks. Because, Shavkat would be in that discussion, right? Let's see. So right now for the welterweights, we've got Belal Muhammad, Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, Shavkat, Colby Covington. You got Gilbert Burns, Machado Gary, Sean Brady, Stephen Thompson, Jeff Neal. So, Shavkat, in my mind, would be the next best bet for that title. He just would be. Gilbert Burns, Ian Machado Gary, I think he has some more fights to be had, to be in that talks. Now, he probably will be in the talks if he stays active. Probably. I'm thinking by the end of the year, beginning of next year, we'll be talking about him a little bit. But I do think Shavkat is in that number one spot. Colby Covington, he's in kind of a tough position right now because Kamaru Usman beat him, Leon Edwards beat him. And then you've got Shavkat, who's probably next in line for that title. And so he's kind of in a bad spot. But, you know, Colby Covington's going to talk his talk. And I've been seeing in the comments, and they've been saying he's lost a bit of his aura. He's lost a bit of his hype. And they don't want to see two boring fighters in the cage together. Now, I'll agree with these comments on one end of them saying he's lost a bit of his aura, a bit of his hype. He has. You know, because when he was at the peak of him talking his talk and walking his walk, he was beating fighters, right? He was not only talking that smack, he was winning. You know, he was beating Robbie Lawler, Rafael dos Anjos, Damian Maia, Dong Hyun Kim. He was, you know, he beat Tyron Woodley. Alongside him talking that smack, he was winning. But you can't keep your aura if you're talking smack and you're losing. You can't. The thing about talking smack, right, is that it's good marketing if you're winning. Now, if you're winning and not talking smack, you can still climb up to get to that title contention. Now, it may take you a slower time, but you'll get there. Ideally, we've seen a lot of fighters who have been on, you know, double-digit win streaks against top contenders and still didn't get, you know, the title shot that they necessarily probably deserved, right? But if you're just talking smack, the likelihood of you making a great argument for getting the next title shot, it's not very good. And right now, he's, you know, if we're talking his last 5 fights, loss, win, loss, win, loss. That's not consistent. That's not good enough. And so I see where Belal Muhammad's coming from. But I disagree with the fact of it being a so-on-so boring fight. You may not see a knockout. You may not. But what people have to understand is not every fight is going to be a rock'em sock'em fight. There is skill that comes into play. And it may not be the flashiest. But I think for those who don't appreciate a lot of aspects of MMA are those who don't understand what's going on. And those who understand what's going on, it's entertaining still because they understand the push and pull of a fight. Now, if they're just standing there, you know, just doing the Yoel Romero, you know, just kind of just, then I get what you're saying. But if they do come to fight, which Colby Covington usually does, Belal Muhammad usually does, you just may not see a knockout. So I wouldn't mind seeing the fight. I just think Colby Covington needs to earn that spot rather than talking his way into it. So comment down below, people. Do you want to see this fight? Do you think Colby Covington should get the fight next? Do you think Colby Covington should maybe fight Shavkat next? Should Shavkat get the next title shot? There's a lot of little moving pieces within this argument. And I'd like to get your comments, people. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.